a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. An aggressive attack. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Grabs him. Butt smash! Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Jumps? Okay, creating some space here. Feeling out the spacing. Overdrive Hadouken! Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Not much life left. Burnout activates. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. In there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Blocks the overhead. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The jump-in is denied. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Goes for the jump-in. Jump. Butt smash. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach it's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Catches out the game right there. A clean KO. Nice meter of it. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Whiffs the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Starts with a jumper. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. The jump-in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Medium kick hits, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Going in, player 1 can't use any drive moves with experiencing burnout. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Throws a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 needs to brush that off and keep going. Knockdown and a real test of nerves here. 100 hands catches out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. The overhead denied. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. What are you jumping in for? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, and look, hits the drive. Grabs and throws them away. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Medium kick into, sees the overhead coming, connects with the throw. Any throw will whip at that range. Solid anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Oh my God, they just pumped it up. What now? Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Clutch anti-air. Drives it back, misses. Somehow manages the low. Both sides getting wet, finds the target. Underhand. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They gotta dig down deep here. What are they gonna do? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Quick air to air. They're just gonna go for it. They are done. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Overhead attack. Lightning hand slap. Grabs and throws them away. Player two has the right lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. From up above. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Time's the only thing moving here. That attack ends it. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Rule gained control of the match in the early going. Grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. They both have full drive gauges to work with. A quick breather. Anything off the smash? They are really going at each other now. The reads they make now will be key. Ooh, what a smart throw! You've got to be mindful. The low block! Butt smash! Player crumble from above! What were they thinking? Oh, here we go. Oh my God, they just pumped it up. Closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. The throw. Misses. Can't cut the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Decides to buff up while they can. No good up high. Does a good job of pushing back. Holds out with the block. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead opens up. Okay, creating some space here. Burnout activates. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Feeling out the spacing. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Jumps in. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Next hit will end the round. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Get some. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Hits them with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Throws a fireball. Anti-air drops him. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 2 distantly to some big damage. Knocked him out of the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Connects with the throw. What now? Comes crashing down. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Steps in for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch. Decides to meet them in the air. Throws them. What's next? Life lead opens up. At this range, many attacks can KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Long, low attack hit. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Holds out with the block. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Halfway through this round. Still lots of time left in this fight. Gets carried to the corner. Medium kick. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 is barrel drives and back misses. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? No ashes out the cage right there. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Both of them want to pull the pumps the brakes on the impact. The next touch may decide this round. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Checks with a medium. Knocks them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 2, were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Player burns out. Crowns them from above. Player 1 is looking at a grip, pumps the brakes on the impact. Totsugeki to the face. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. All the throws connects. Looking for anti-air in the clutch. Drives and back misses. Nothing stops this train. Hits the drive. Jump sets up with the jump in. The rolls over levels up. Gonna be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sumo smack. All the throw connects. Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That drive impact is blocked. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Shows the medium kick, somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The kick hits! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Overdrive Hadouken. Holds out with the block. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. The big flex, the broken jaw, Shin Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Now, can they finish this experiencing burnout? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Knockdown and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hits them with a stopping block. Good old slap. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. But sees the overhead coming. Both sides getting ready. There's a drive impact. All the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. This is a critical moment. The kick hits the drive. Lots of distance. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? There's a burnout. Player 1 can use and whip. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. The last round. It's now or never. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff. Poking at that range to zone the opponent. And eats it. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Dangerous range hit throws him from above. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1 has a full drive gauge but is on the... They are done! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks the low kick. Anything off the smash? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the jump in. Medium kick hits. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Clutch smash! Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Connects with medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that. Going on the offensive? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken! Both fighters planning some drive and back misses. Jump reads the jump in perfectly. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. So, what's willing to risk it for the overdrive? Flies in with a headbutt. Who's gonna take it? Connects with the throw. And whiffs. They're wide open. What are they gonna do? Snap! Headbutt! What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start things off with a jump in. Shows a medium anti-air in the clutch. Barely blocks the jump in. Solid anti-air. Both sides getting ready. Gotta be careful. Can this drive bring them back? Connects with the throw. Drives it back, misses. The jump in is denied. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Nothing stops this train. 100 hands.
Time.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical moment. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Knocks them out of the air. Pokes with a medium kick. Burns the drive gauge. What are they thinking here? No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets the knockdown, and now that slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps in. Connects with medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage. So they should be looking to anti-air instead. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. The life remaining tells us we're halfway. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Lets off a projectile to waste time. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. From up above, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Were they baiting them into that? All right, what's coming in there? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps. Good job blocking the jump. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The low. Into Hadouken. Ooh, what a smart blow. Grabs and throws them away. Gotta do better than that. Our fighters are at a standstill. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Anti-air in the front. There's a drive impact. Passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a firebomb. Sticks out a kick. Checks with a meaty. Knocks them out of the air. Low heavy, but no go. But big time whip! They were waiting for it! This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Sets up with the jump in. They've got about half. Gotta do better than that. Player 1 has them willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? The low block. The overhead denied. Player 2 needs to use their drive move to have any chance of a comeback. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Drop zone, baby. It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Clutch, anti-air. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Blocks the jump-in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Feeling out the spacing. The low doesn't connect. Both sides looking for an opening. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Solid combo. Okay, creating some space here. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Projectile to try and change the situation. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Blocks the low heavy. Dashes forward. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Trying to read each other here? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Burnout activates. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 1 sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They were looking for that overhead. Goes to the overdrive. That entire round went the distance. But we'll see how they decide to change it up for the rest of the game. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Medium kick hits. Drive gauge gap here. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Super Arts on deck for hits him with a stopping block. Uses the gauge for a Super Art. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Counting on the Super to do the job.
That's it.
Good old slap. It's a good spot to use the Super. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Both fighters planning some. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 fakes out the low kick. Anti-air in the clutch. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps. Low heavy, but no go. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Jump drops them from the air. Good judgment there. Both fighters have a full track. All the throw connects. What now? Shots fired with tempo. Sets up with the jump in. Okay, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. The low block. James refuses their drive gauge. Jump. Impact squashed. Wrecks them. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Ugh, take a seat. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. They are not getting close to burns out. Player 1 can't use any drive. The overhead, they are done. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Knocked him out of the air. Solid anti-air. Charges forward. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Connects with medium kick. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Takes a trip. The impact doesn't do anything. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. There's an overdrive Shoryu. Risky up close scrap still going. Both fighters planning something? Throw connects and does big damage. Going in. Medium kick hits. What's this Shinkuhara gonna do? The super doesn't hit. Gotta do better than that. Hooks with a medium kick. Knockdown and noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Oh my god, they just choked it up! Just go for it! Not much movement. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. They got a big down, closes it out! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Decides to buff up while they can. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Deftly shuts out the jump-in. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Jump. That was a tough cross-up. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Front smash! They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Jumps in! Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Not much life difference. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could crown them from above. Both sides get drive attack misses. Goes to the air. Closes it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Anything off the smash? Denies the low heavy. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. An aggressive attack. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Beautiful setup with that attack. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. One combo can end this round right now. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Drive boosted Hado. Did well to get the buff in there. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. All right, what's coming up next? Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Manages to block the jump. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Good old slaps. Jumps in. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Blast them into orbit! Player 2, there's a burnout. Noticeable life lead is, stun! Bad news is on the way. Okay, he clutch, and Diane closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Sure you can.
Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Grabs them. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. Anything could happen here. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Butt smash! Where is their opening? Trying to lead each other here? Feeling out the spacing. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't afford the Jingu Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side stick. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 is dominating this match. Medium kick. This can lead to some big damage. A real test of nerves here. Super clutch corner switch. Baits out the low kick. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Still slugging it out here.
Sure you can.
Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Their spacing is so on point, like love tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice block on the overhead. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Grabs them, player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The big flex, the broken jaw, Shin Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the soup, were they baiting them into that? Good old slap. Odds for the critical art. Life lead is there, but still anyone
Perfect execution with the anti-air.
manages to block the jump-in attack.
The overhead denied. Anti-air in the clutch.
Amazing! Sees closes it out!
Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.